Check, testing 1, 2. Hello, and welcome to the E of the Trees podcast. And today, I guess we're just gonna talk about some random stuff. Jeepers. Well, I suppose. It's funny because I had so many topics to talk about before I pressed record. Just seems like everything fucking disappears when you're trying to be on task and productive. Funny how that works. I feel like productivity is a finicky mistress. You usually have good intentions and, well, either you stick to those good intentions, or if you're a terrible procrastinator like me, they just sort of fall through. I am trying to start my own business, doing various construction type things, renovations, whatever comes along, handyman type work, just in general handy stuff. And it's ironic that my name is Emmanuel, but yeah. Working with my hands is, I don't know, just something that I've been more inclined to do. I did okay in school. I graduated early from high school, but I didn't really go anywhere in college. Just did like a year at a state university, and it really didn't do all that much. I suppose it's more my fault for not staying in it, but at the same time, I started thinking about the drastic amounts of money that I was spending, and, well, also at the same time kind of forcing my mom to spend, because I as a fucking 18, 19-year-old, you have no possible way of bringing in that much income to pay for your own classes at, like, a state university. Yeah, you'd practically have to be established in a job already to be able to pay for your own schooling these days, which is kind of unfortunate, but, you know, what can you do? And with schooling in general, I suppose, like, it's not a bad thing. I know a lot of people are like, school's expensive, it's a scam. It's not actually beneficial to the student, but I don't think that's necessarily true. I think education is fantastic. I think without education, we wouldn't nearly be as civilized as we could possibly, or as we are now. I think, but, like, as far as paying exorbitant amounts for, like, university type schooling, and, like, it doesn't quite seem, I don't know, as upfront as, like, everything else is, because it seems like pretty much, like, you're more so paying for a piece of paper, but it's up to you to make networks and of resources and people while you're in college to supplement your I guess eventual success in the future if you are going to be successful. Because, well, right now I tell you what, I'm practically on my own doing my own business type stuff, but that doesn't mean that I don't have my own resources. Like, I do still have a bunch of very reliable friends and family that that I can use to potentially start up my own business, or what have you. I mean, like, I suppose I like making music. I'm trying to learn more about producing, music theory, just different instruments in general. I've been trying to teach myself piano. That's quite difficult, but I have noticed that there are some similarities between, well, a lot of similarities between the structure of a piano and a guitar, and yeah, so because my mother had actually bought me a guitar for my 16th or 17th birthday or something, and yeah, no, so I've been teaching myself a little bit of guitar on the side too. Still not good. I can't say that I never like trained classically, I guess, or conventionally trained, I suppose. I guess I sort of just have been teaching myself off of YouTube videos and the internet, pretty much. I did have the Rocksmith game that like teaches you how to do guitar stuff, and honestly that helped a lot. But no, I've kind of, for the main part, been teaching myself guitar and different chords and stuff. My buddy Jackson actually taught me like a scale a really long time ago, like pretty much the most basic scale that there is. But yeah, as far as music goes, that's kind of the extent of it. Otherwise, vocals are another thing that I've been doing. My mother was an opera singer, and so I had the opportunity to learn different techniques from her, just talking about it randomly and stuff in passing. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've had like full-fledged conversations about like her past as a opera opera singer, and she had quite the illustrious career, opening different like attractions and events and whatnot with a traveling group back in the day, and then yeah, so I had the pleasure of learning different things, like, because she had been trained classically in the style of bel canto opera singing, which is kind of like the classical, like, cookie cutter opera that there is. Honestly, I don't know really if there are that many different types of opera. I guess I'm not that versed in different classic styles, I guess. I mean, I know there's like throat singing, but that's like a Mongolian thing. But other than that, I've been trying to do like a bit of like theater and like I guess voice acting and stuff too. I guess, well, that's why I started a podcast, I suppose, to get my voice out there. Um, that sounds fucking dumb as shit. I wholeheartedly regret saying that. I feel like a freaking idiot. Um, but hey, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Other than that, well, I've been trying to read more. Been reading my old books. I have a lot of Harry Potter. Honestly, shoot, I don't have a variety of books, but I've been trying to read more. Have the Wisconsin Guide to Gangster Hotspots. That's a interesting one. There's like a bunch of different like ghost books where you can like look up different haunted areas and whatnot from people who died being supernatural stuff. Like yeah, there's honestly if there's a lot of weird shit in Wisconsin. I know they got like hodags are big up in the north part of Wisconsin. Otherwise, they got like wendigos and fucking the like werewolves, dogmen. Bigfoot's been reported all over. I know that for sure. So there's interesting things going on. I don't know. I haven't seen anything like that. Definitely had some weird experiences, but that can be a story for another day. But yeah, no. Wisconsin, honestly, I love the fresh air and woods. I'm definitely a woods type of person, like getting out and going camping. Honestly, I've been trying to get into fly fishing, but well, I suppose hopefully I'll have more time in the future, because fly fishing has been always something that I've been like trying to get into. Like, because in high school I had like a sports and outdoor literature class that we read about this one, like these two guys that grew up as brothers, and they like grew up fly fishing a bunch, and one of them was like a journalist or something, and just did a bunch of fishing the entire time. And honestly, I would love that kind of life. Just fucking fishing every day, not having to give a shit about, like, I guess, normal bullshit, because all you gotta worry about is catching fish. Seems like kind of the life, honestly. Seems like just with the monotony of having to go to work and pay bills for somebody else to get richer, it just seems like buying out of the game seems like a nice plan, I guess. I heard Robert Kennedy Jr. Talking on the Theo Von podcast, and he said that like the best way to combat companies like BlackRock and all those big scary umbrella corporations from, I guess, buying up all the real estate is to get out there and buy some yourself. So I guess that's the main goal for myself anyway. I'd like to have my own land, probably do some like partial off-grid stuff, maybe get some solar panels or whatever. Maybe find some land with like a running river or source of water or something, so that I can like do some hydroelectricity type business. And yeah, I don't know, just a little bit of plans for the future. getting things off my chest. But yeah, I reckon there's 15 minutes, and I hope you enjoyed my little ramblings. This podcast had no, I guess, structure or anything. Didn't even write notes for it, but hey, that's life. You gotta start talking to get your voice out there, right? But there you have it. I hope you have a fantastic day.